Adam Dawson, how are you this evening?
Good. A little apprehensive about this hill.
Yes.
Uh, I
So
remember.
I'll start it early. That's why you have to attack it early.
No.
To fill you all in at home, this has been the chat over with that Adam and I have been arguing about over the last couple of
This has
days.
been the biggest argument since the Burrito Power Up in Zwift Racing League, New York.
And did I win that one? I can't remember.
Yeah, I
Did I
think
win
yeah, you
that?
did.
Yeah,
The
I
burrito
did.
it fizzled. It
It
fizzled big
fizzled.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You thought it was me. Anyway,
Yeah.
I've been telling Adam that he should go for a 3 minute all-out attack from a kilometre zero.
And I think
So that's my tactic.
horrendous tactics on a downslope, no less.
That's right, and you're just giving away all the tips on the chat at the moment in the pens with 4 minutes to go.
I'm not subtle. I
Not
don't.
subtle
I
at all.
don't have a lot of
Yeah.
not a lot of tact or strategy here. It's just most what's wins. I think in this one.
Most what's well, I mean, this opens us up for our next part of the conversation I wanted to discuss was bike choice.
Yeah.
Now you've gone early today saying you're gonna go specialised
Pure,
Ethos S Works.
pure
Is that right?
lightweight climbing rig.
Yep, and then the
Look at it. There's
Roval
nothing to it.
Opponist. Nothing to it.
There's
It is
nothing
a
to it.
very light looking frame, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm gonna
So
float up.
float, yeah, definitely. So I was looking at this earlier, and the Ethos frame is ranked 2 stars for aerodynamics, but 4 stars for weight. And what were the wheels?
The Roval Alpinist CLX. They're new. And a couple of
New
weeks old.
in yeah, are
Well,
they new in
in the drop shop.
in that last update?
The previous update, the one
The
before
one,
had
yeah, I thought it was the previous one because I was going to say I've been testing the DT Swiss disc.
No, oh yes, I haven't got that yet. I've got the drops for it though.
The I think it's very good. Just quietly, there was
Might have
chat.
to-
I was on just an hour ago, just doing a bit of light work with the pace partners, and there was a bit of chat about draft, and I am definitely feeling. I never noticed draft. This whole chat about draft and the algorithm changing and so forth. I've never been one to weigh into that conversation, but since using these wheels, I'm definitely feeling nice and fast around the desert, to say the least.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's our
They are.
TTT course this week?
Oh, it's jungle. No, it's
Oh,
jungle.
that's right. They're
Isn't
doing jungle.
Yeah,
Far out. Oh, I was
yeah.
hoping to splash out on the wheels and give them a go.
it? Yeah.
Not
no,
on the jungle.
It's
Thank
jungle.
you.
Not
Okay.
these wheels are not for the jungle.
No, that'd be funny.
We should do it anyway.
Yeah, just
Why
rock
not?
up as a team with a disc wheel, full aero set up for the jungle.
That's it. So we are looking at just over a minute to go. Fairly light sign-in sheet.
We had 50 registered. We're only 35 in the pen at the moment, so
Yeah,
interesting to see who actually rocked up from that list.
that's right. And your the focus of analysis has also been on 8 minute power.
Yeah.
So we've been really focusing on what the 8 minute power is. Let's have a look at, whilst we've got a little bit of time.
Oh, I got 35 seconds. You got all the time you want. You can just
Yeah,
click
that's
away
it.
and
That's
chat
it.
away. I gotta get myself into the zone here.
So we are looking at the best 8 minute power at 4.59 watts per kilo, and that's from the rider Bessler. We will just have to wait and see if he's actually signed up. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this start.
Yeah. Look, I've only raced it Well, you got to go all out. Come on. 3 minute effort. 2, 1, off we go. And we are off.
The chatter in the pen has already started. So the joke last week was Fussell was asking Charlie Isendorf questions, and he said he can't type and race at the same time, or he gets dropped. And so Fussell's already jumped in and said, "When does the Q&A start?"
Very good. So, pretty fast start for this category, actually. It's usually not as...
Yeah, very orderly bunch, actually. Like no one's stringing out, just straight into it. Experienced racing group.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. We settled down a little bit now.
Yeah. It's a nice start. So, fun fact, I've only ever raced this up to the summit. I've never turned around and ridden back, and
well,
I have no idea
you would have turned around and ridden back. You've never raced.
I have no idea what happens.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens after you get to the top, so it's going to be an adventure.
That's right. Well, I mean, same thing for me. I've only ever raced this in a TT mode, and I've only ever done it twice. So I'm also not really sure what to expect. So I am watching very closely to see what happens this evening in this race for some ideas tomorrow morning for me.
So some more trivia. This was my first ever Zwift win. In the Zwift Classics last year, actually. There you
go.
I came third or fourth, I think, but like 4 of the top 5 got disqualified on Zwift Power for ridiculous power numbers. So I didn't think I'd won it, but Zwift Power gave me the gold cup.
Auto cup back then.
No such thing. It was a distant thing.
So, Adam, I am just looking at this sign-on sheet as we get into this race. I am not seeing Bessler.
Well, that is a bonus for me.
That's a bonus, so we can cross him off the list. We don't have to worry about Bessler with his 4.6 watts per kilo.
You probably
the
realised...
next best rider we do have to watch for is our good mate Adam Evans. So it's good to see that he's up there wearing the AHDR jersey.
He is a big watch.
He is a big watch. So let's see what Adam can do for us tonight to keep this entertaining.
Yeah, Adam has just come in and taken the Zwift Classics by the scruff of the neck. Coming in, winning Seaside Sprint in a canter off a long breakaway.
That's right.
And then sacrificing his own ambitions for me to take the win last week. So, not sure what we can do here in terms of team tactics. I mean, if we crest together in a small group, there's actually, there's a lot of ground to cover between the top of the first climb and the bottom of the final climb, so you never know. Potential there if it really breaks up, but I have nightmares about this climb. I think it's the deepest I've ever been on a bike. Was doing a time trial up here, and I was chasing a friend's time, and I could see from 3 or 4 minutes to go that it was gettable but hard, and it just one of those ones where you just get off the bike, like just flop on the floor afterwards, and you're just on the floor for almost longer than I was on the bike.
Definitely.
So I just have this, I guess mixed memories of this hill. Did really well in that first race that I won, and then, the time trial was a good ride, but I can still remember the suffering. And it just feels so slow. It's so steep.
It's an interesting course. So just to bring to light what the actual course does, we do start in the pens, race up to the top of the KOM, turn around, back down to the start line, and then around again, and it's a KOM finish. So it is just under 25k race. So that is the way that this course runs for a race setup. Adam and I are speaking at the moment about usual ITT courses, which are just a straight uphill. just a straight up from the pens and KOM finish. So it's slightly different. We're all very... I've never raced anything else on this, and same for Adam. So tactics are very, very much an interesting thing to watch tonight. We're joined by Espen. Be morning for Espen. Good morning, Espen. Hope you are feeling good for your race. I think he's this weekend. He's been training hard for.
Nice.
Hopefully, will we see you tomorrow morning, Espen? My morning time, your evening. I'll don the AHDR Euro jersey if you are, Espen.
This would be a snack for Espen, wouldn't it? Just a late night.
Exactly.
Late night little nibble.
Yeah, that's it.
I tell you what,
so very, very sedate at the moment. There's a lot of chat.
We're just having a group ride.
Yeah.
A group ride to the base. This is just like Sunday out with the Roval riders here in Melbourne.
That's it.
Till you get to the 1 in 20 and then it's all on.
And then it's all on, yeah. So cruise along at 2.5 watts per kilo. Who said A grade is or B grade, sorry, is hard.
133 heart rate. It's only slightly above recovery for me.
So we are still sitting at that sort of very much the flat course, but right now, as we hit around the 5k to goes, we will start seeing a bit of a false flat, and then the climb proper starts at 6k. We take a hard hairpin right-hander, and we go straight up from there, and the climb itself sort of, what's the average? It's a 2k climb at 10% average.
Yeah, and the last 300's flat too, so it's actually probably averages closer to 11 or 12 on the slope.
Yep. So really nice grind to get to that flat across the top.
Yeah, I'll give you one thing. It would have been very interesting to see, knowing this is going to be the pace. It would have been fascinating to see whether they would have let someone go.
There we go. I'm right again, mate. I'm right again.
Well,
what would have happened if you would have gone all out effort for 3 minutes?
Well, I probably would have popped 500 meters from the top of the climb.
You would have had a minute on the group from here. And Espen will be joining me tomorrow morning. Fantastic. I will be flicking to the yellow AHDR Euro jersey. I'm excited now. All right, Espen, what are we doing tomorrow? Hit me with your game plan, mate.
This is about to stop being fun.
Yeah, so
really
sneaking up to that 6k mark. You can see this false flat kicking in just around that 2%. Espen saying his heart rate's... Actually, I was going to do that. I was going to put my heart rate monitor on and watch my heart rate, but it's not a sprint tonight. So I think my heart rate gets more excited in the sprints. But yeah, Espen saying that his heart rate is higher than Adam's, just thinking about this climb at the moment. Adam is only sitting at 153 beats per minute.
It's ticked up a little bit here, just finding my position.
Yeah, Delport showing a little bit of interest in a show of strength at the front here at around those...
he's an engine.
Yeah.
He's got watts for days, so...
Interestingly, though, he hasn't rated on the radar for our 8-minute power.
Yeah.
But Delport does have a 20-minute power of 3.9. T-Go, again, a few riders here wanting to show some force. Adam Evans responding with a 6 watt per kilo response there.
Yeah, looking good.
And looking like we've got 3 riders just pushing off the front a little bit. Not much really happening behind you, Adam, so I think maybe just sit in here. Don't push too hard.
I got to get there first.
Well, maybe you don't need to.
Yeah, maybe not.
I mean, if these three riders go away, you've got a whole group behind that you will be able to go with and chase back on. So starting to settle down a little bit now at this 4.5 to 5 watt per kilo. Let's just have a look at what the group is doing. They are stringing right back out. Our other fellow AHDR rider, Andrew Bain, is down at about 12 seconds behind.
He wasn't confident.
No, and we've seen, look, all due respect to Andrew, he's a much stronger rider on the flats. We know that. And he does struggle a little bit when it goes upright. We also do have Andy Turner from AHDR in there. He was super strong last week. He's holding just about, again, 15 seconds behind now. So the two Adams from AHDR sitting up around that front top 10, I should call it. You've got one rider, Fussell, who's gone off the front, and then everyone else sitting around that 8 to 10 seconds behind. So, I mean, not a bad place to be at the moment. Fussell back with the group now.
Yeah.
So he's just there. We're all together now.
Go popped. Well, eased.
So Fussell, one of the other stronger riders in this group here at a 4.1 at 20 minute. And then we've also got, Bessler is there.
Yeah.
There he is. So Bessler, our rider to watch with that 4.5, 8 minute power, is in that front group from IMU Coaching from Canada. And the call from the back, the group leaders are gone. The group leaders are gone. So, little select group here of 4 riders. 2 Adams from AHDR in that group with Bessler and Fussell, our 2 other strongest riders in the group. Adam doing a great job here, just holding the back of that group here. And they're sitting nicely at 4.5 to 5 watts per kilo. Hitting that 7k mark, we have got 1 more k to the top. We can see these gradients pushing up, nice big red numbers at 16%. Adam rolling a really high cadence here, 99 RPM, over 100 here.
What was that?
I'll do the talking for you, Adam. You just keep holding those numbers at 5 watts per kilo. Love it. So Adam has we've spoken about this once before. Adam prefers that high cadence just to sort of really keep the lactate out of the legs. A lot of riders prefer to grind down. I know personally, a higher cadence rider, when I hit climbs like this, I do prefer actually to grind it away and use a little bit of power. But I've had to really work hard at that because it does cause fatigue very, very quickly. Well, I do find that myself, but Adam holding in here 100 RPM and 170 beats per minute. That gap's just opening up a little bit. The front 3 going together. Fussell, Bessler and Adam Evans. Nothing too much to be worried about here, but you can see the front 3 riders dropping off a little bit in their power, and Adam just still being able to hold that higher watts per kilo. 110 RPM. Well done, mate. Good job. 800 metres to go to the top. Remember, it does flatten out almost there. And this has absolutely blown the race apart. We have got the next chasing rider back at 30 seconds. Huge gap here, mate. Good work, good work. There's a few more joining us on the chat. We've hit the flat, or false flat, I should say, but it's much nicer than that 16%. Chris O'Halloran joins us. Chris Davey joins us. Nick Ludwig, how are we, gentlemen? Chris Davey saying the second KOM is the money one. Now, we have seen, we're almost there. I'm going to move on and start talking about the next part of the race. We have seen this group really ease up on the flats in between KOMs and sprints. So we've got a very select group of 4 riders here. Just, maybe start throwing me a few ideas on what this group should do. We've got 2 strong AHDR riders. We know the strength of the other 2 riders. Do we keep pushing on down the descent and around for lap 2 of this KOM?
All right.
There's a call in the chat for you to go, Daniel, I can't see who that is. Maybe it's on YouTube. A call on the chat to go for 100 km per hour on the descent. So Adam here, spinning those legs out, starting his recovery. We see the squirrel up ahead. We are nearly at the top. That's our marker to tell us we're nearly there. And we have got a group of 4 with 30 seconds on the next closest rider and everyone else back at 40 seconds to over a minute back. There's the banner. We start the downhill. What have we got for a power up? Burrito. Enjoy that on the way down, maybe.
I got another one.
Oh, that's interesting. There we go. That's a sneaky tip.
Wasn't sure it was going to work.
Yeah. So the U-turn at the top means we go through the banner twice in very quick succession. So if you get a power-up you don't like, get rid of it straight away. Adam getting the burrito, dropping it as quick as possible, and then picking up a feather on the next way through. That feather will be very helpful on the way back up next time. Quickly dropping into aero tuck. Fussell gone off the front a little bit. Nothing to be concerned of at this point.
Yeah, he chased the points.
It's a steep. Yeah, he chased the points. We know it's a steep descent, so we're not worried about him getting away too much. He's in aero tuck, so we're all going to hold this. Now, the question is, do we
105
keep on
km
pushing? There we go.
We'll put a gap on Bessler.
So, if you haven't got the 100 km badge, here is where you do it.
Yeah. Yeah, Bessler's struggling. He just got gaps through that. I don't know what happened, whether he just wasn't on the right wheel as we got through that twisty bit or what it was, but he's 3 seconds down now and popping red numbers.
Yeah, to try and get back on. I didn't see what happened there either.
Yeah, we just flew past him, like when we hit that twisty sort of S-bend. It was just, I don't know whether he
Drilling out.
sort of bowed out of the super tuck or something, or...
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
But if we're smart about this, we can probably lock up the podium.
Alrighty. So there we have it, mate. That is a good start. select
Stoked.
group of, you'd be happy with that.
Oh, over the moon. I was thinking top 10, top 5 at a stretch tonight. So if we can, gap Fussel, or Bessel, sorry, and go to the climb with these three, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, well, Bessel way back now at 10 seconds behind. Looks like he is putting the effort in, and we have, as suspected, we have seen those watts back off a little bit on this flat. So let's keep an eye on the chase group. The next closest rider at 47 seconds, Royson, the Indian rider.
And Martin in the YouTube chat, he's been on point with the comments so far.
Yeah,
He
keep
called
on the power.
called the importance of pushing for the descent.
So that gap opening up, so we're safe at the moment, starting to nudge back out to two riders back at 50 seconds, so, and that growing, so looking good.
Yes, was asking about the climb time. They didn't give a time on the climb. It was 16:40 for the course, which after a very slow start, I think is pretty good. My best is 16:12 or something.
Yep.
So, and there were a couple of opportunities to let up. Like, it was good that climb wasn't flat to the boards the entire time. Just a few little brief opportunities to flick down and spin a bit.
Yeah, yep. Mate, you were spinning at 110 at one point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
needed it.
So, thinking a little bit of tactic here, strength in numbers.
Yeah, I think first.
Fussel probably. Where is he? Let's have a look. You know, we can definitely look. Adam Evans has the numbers over Fussel. Do we sort of do a little bit of teamwork here and put a bit of pressure on Fussel by, you know, maybe you going to the front and looking at giving Adam a bit of a nudge. We've still got 8 seconds on Bessler, so maybe on our return trip we start putting a bit of pressure on Fussel.
Yeah, it's an idea. I don't know if Adam's on companion app tonight. Looks like he is. Or if he's listening to the stream.
Yep. I can message him. Do you want me to flick him a message and
See what he says.
yeah. Flicked him a message. Fussell sitting up a little bit here.
He left a little gap.
Yeah.
So I just sort of thought I'd push. See what he's got.
Well, he's responding. Bessler holding back at around that 8 seconds. He isn't doing much at the moment.
He got to 6. So I did try to just up
Put
it.
the pressure back on a little bit. Yep.
Trying to break it.
So Adam is good for that plan. So the plan to put a bit of pressure on Fussell on the return trip to the KOM.
I think I'm going to struggle actually. That little surge.
Cooked you a little bit.
Yeah, I felt it. I really felt it.
Well, maybe if you were just to go to the front, you've got 10 seconds, 12 seconds on Bessler. Let Adam just hold the wheel and not do any work. See what Fussell does.
Yeah, I might just try and be sort of opportunistic.
Yeah.
If there's a few meters there, just pop him out of the draft.
Yeah, Adam's keen. So Chris, early on we were discussing, we are on the Specialized Ethos S-Works with Roval Alpinist wheels. So that's probably what I'm going to go with for tomorrow morning as well. It's been the chat on the socials. So Bessler really out in no man's land at the moment, back at 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's good to see.
So good to see. And we are little rise here, nothing, just a false flat. And then we do get another little long descent to about 18k mark.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah. No, pretty much flat downhill to the 18, little lump. And then I think around that 19k mark is where I'd like to see a little bit of, hopefully you've recovered by then a little bit more, mate. Your heart rate is still up.
Yeah.
Fussell just pushing off the front a little bit here.
He's going for...
He likes
There's no
going
points here.
Yeah, no points. He likes pushing through these banners, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So we are up to the turnaround point of this first lap. That's the start-finish line. So interesting that there is no power-up on the start-finish line when we return to it. What happens when we go back through here? There's Bessel, just back at the... coming up to the turnaround point now, and yeah, so no power up on that return chip through the start-finish line, or start line I should say. It's not a finish line tonight, is it?
No.
So
would have liked a one-lap race to the finish there.
that was, yeah, that's it. That was just for everyone else competing. There's a bigger group on the way back now. It's disconcerting, isn't it, seeing everyone turning around. It's not what you want to see when you're pushing behind and watching those gaps open up. And it doesn't help us with where riders are at in terms of our rankings on the right hand side either.
No, that'll sort itself out. It'll
sort itself out soon enough. I think that's just my OCD. I hate that. There was interesting comment in the chat. Phil Pelgrim is saying most climbed quicker on the second climb in the Far East category or time zone.
Can I pretend that I didn't see that?
Yeah.
I don't want that's
Yeah.
not what I want to know.
Chris test rode the course with the disc wheel and said it was a bad move.
Yeah, so Nick.
Was it the new DT Swiss wheel though? I love that new DT Swiss wheel. Nick, the course, so just talking about bike choice and wheels again, Adam has gone with the Specialized Ethos and Roval Alpinist wheels, and that has been the fastest group or coupling in the chatter around the Zwift world. Chris is saying yes, it was with the DT Swiss wheel. Oh, that's a shame. I love that wheel. It's fast around. It's a fast around the desert.
Vesla just keeps inching that bit closer.
Yeah, look, he is holding. You know, if I was in his position, you know, we say this when we're out the front. And then, you know, you watch what the numbers are doing on those riders behind. He's probably doing the same in that chase. So he's just trying to keep...
Yeah.
There's a bit of contention. Their second climb was actually a little bit slower. There's another report. I can't see who said that.
Yeah, Martin said...
Martin, 4 seconds slower.
4 seconds slower. All of 4 seconds slower.
4 seconds is a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice recovery. If we don't go bonkers.
Yeah,
attacking.
That's it. So just sitting in here, we are coming up to that 19k mark where there's that little lump in the road and then another little downhill, and then around 20k's we see another little lump. Target watts for the climb. Are you talking about my target watts or Adam's, Espen? I mean, watching these boys go at 5 watts per kilo, I myself am worried about I am gonna have to do tomorrow to hold our group. I need to check my power curve and what I can do for 8 minutes.
I reckon I might have bumped my power curve up a little bit on that first climb.
Espen's asking for mine. All right, Espen, I'll go have a look what my power curve is. Last week or so I've been pushing so Volcano. I did Volcano on the map stage 1 ride over the weekend, and Volcano would be the next closest, you know, sort of. I did a 6.5 minute up the Volcano, and I'm sort of feeling that's sort of the power, or 6.5 minute I should say. That's probably the power that we're looking at. So let's have a look at my curve. 5, 7, 8. So yeah, my last event, which would have been 450 watts, is probably where I'd be aiming for. And to give you an idea on watts per kilo for that, yeah, it's about 5.3 watts per kilo is what I'd like to aim for. But knowing my category, Espen and my category, there will probably be a few little surges in there as well.
Had a little bit of aggression there. I managed to get Fussell out of the draft again, but he was quick to respond.
Yeah, maybe he's watching our.
It did put 5 seconds into Besler though.
So keeping Bessel away, I think holding on to a podium here is key. Is it number one priority?
Yeah, well, Besler's got the watts on, in his 90-day form at least.
That's right. So yeah, look, I think my goal for tomorrow will be climbing at 5.5, and Chris is saying 6-ish. Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. So just a little bit of pushing on the front here by Adam. Let's keeping Fussell honest.
Yeah, just trying to.
Adam's, yeah.
Staying under 300 for the most part.
Adam Evans keeping his powder dry, sitting in the back, looking really good there. Well done, Adam. And we are almost on that. We're on the false flat, or almost on that false flat up to the climb. And then we hit that climb at 22.6-ish. We see that coming up to that false flat. Adam just holding there, Fussell holding the wheels, so he's also trying to keep his powder dry here.
I might just stick your draft to me a little bit here.
Let's see. Well, Fussell responding to Adam Evans. So he's very aware of the two AHDR jerseys potentially working together, or he could even be tuning in, listening to us. Go over the top and see what happens.
Nah.
No, haven't got it.
Nah.
No, so he's staying. Fussell very much alert to the two AHDR jerseys.
Yeah, he might be haunted by the two of us steaming over the top of his long-range attack last week.
Yeah, that's right. Was that Fussell?
Yeah, it was Fussell.
Oh, poor bastard.
I know, seeing us
That's
two,
awesome.
seeing the two Adams again, he must be like, fire out.
So here we go, we're on the climb. 2K to the top. Tesla 8 seconds behind. Let's keep an eye on him. Fussell pushing ahead. Adam Evans marking everything. Fussell backing off a little bit. Adam Evans with a little bit of an attack here. Good.
Yeah, I'm not going to try and match Adam.
No.
If he's got it.
So Adam Evans, big push up ahead at almost 6 watts per kilo. So he's heard us talking about 6 watts per kilo.
Showing you how it's done.
Showing us what to do. Opening up a little gap there. 8, 9, 10, almost 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Fussell not responding. So maybe we've cooked him. Let's hope so. 10 seconds to Adam Evans out in front. 11 seconds. He's got that gap. And then the call on the chat was save the feather until the last 10%, about 300 metres from the finish.
Yeah.
Bessler back at 17 seconds, so gap increasing there. He hasn't hit that. Doesn't look like he's hit that.
He's got the motivation.
No. So let's keep our watts more than Bessler's. He's sitting around those high 3s to 4. And Fussell just settling back in at those 4 watts per kilo. We might potential to come over the top here, maybe. Let's just hold on. How are you feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Hoping,
okay, let's just hold the wheel. Hold the wheel.
Hoping to just hold and kick.
Yeah.
The kick is my strength.
So Bessler dropping further and further behind, looking like we've got podium sewn up to AHDR riders and Fussell. Adam Evans out in front with 15-second gap. Easing into that gap also, dropping back to 3s and 3.5 watts per kilo. So just having a good old time out there. Keep pushing here, Adam. Don't ease up too much. Let's give him some encouragement if you are listening or not. Fussell not interested, staying with you. So let's... Haven't seen Fussell use a power-up either. So he might be holding on to a feather as well.
He thinks so.
So just dropped Adam Evans a bit of encouragement. This one's his. Teammates again. So the Indian rider from back in the group knows that AHDR are on the case together. Adam Evans pushing up again, 5 watts per kilo. You got my message, I hope. He's on that steep curve, this switchback that kicks up at 17%. Pushing through that, keeping his watts up. Looking good, looking good. Bessler doing nothing, exactly right, Chris. Bessler has dropped back by 40 seconds, so we can relatively safely say we have this podium sewn up with 2 AHDR riders. Fussell just off the wheel of Adam Dawson now. The chasing group keen to catch Bessler now. So, just going back to your call earlier, Espen, it was a 16:52 TT on that first lap. You won't be able to see that on your screen because it's covered up by our faces. But Adam doing a great job now, starting to open up a slight gap on Fussell, 1 second behind. Fussell not really interested in doing much here, Adam. Keep pushing, mate. Go, 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 go. He's responding a little bit now. Notice that. Don't go too deep. He's going to try and match you. No, gap opening up. Hold steady, mate. Hold steady. Looking good. Looking good. Keep pushing now. 4 seconds, 5 seconds back.
Feather to break his
Adam
heart.
pops the feather. Let's break him a little bit. Adam Evans solid up front. Fussell not responding at all. We have AHDR pushing off from the front. Good job, mate. Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Oh.
Keep going, mate. Keep going. Hold those watts. 4.5. Let's chase that. 4.5. 350. 350. Come on. Heart rate's doing good. Fussell can't follow. Really good, mate. Really good. Here we go. Let's push here. Let's push here. 600 metres. Break him. Break him. Get a few more seconds on him. Come on. Great work here. You've actually put a bit of time into Adam Evans. Well done, mate. Well done. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Adam's playing with
500
me.
to go. Adam's playing with you. Espen's saying that he's doing intervals. And yeah, the call is that Bessler's looking like he's been eaten up by the chase group.
Wow.
So last little bit. Push, 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 push. Come on. 400 to go. Fussel's gone. 26 seconds. He's not doing anything now. He's just trying to hold his spot now. He's just trying to hold the podium. We've got an AHDR 1-2. The Adams sharing the love from week to week. Great work here, mate. Keep going, keep going. You've actually put some time into Adam Evans again.
You've seen it now.
Yeah. I'm going to message him. Don't let Adam win. Nice work, mate. 200 to go. Almost there. There is the squirrel. Just around this bend. AHDR. Adam Evans 1. Adam Dawson 2. Adam does his turn. He takes the win. Adam Dawson coming through. Let's give him a wave when you go past. There we have it. 46-18 minutes of pain. 24.7 Ks. And we've got 1-2 for AHDR. Fantastic effort by you there, Adam. And Adam Evans just strong as anything. I think those AHDR jerseys broke Fussell. He wasn't able to do much. Bessler getting eaten up by the chase group on the climb. There's Fussell finishing 30 seconds behind Adam and 50 seconds behind Adam Evans. Great work.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking that last steep ramp was going to be good for me, but sort of saw 2, 3, 4 meters open up and just thought, let's see. And then when I had a little gap, pop the feather just to break the heart.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a nice little.
I love a little heartbreaker power up.
Yeah.
I reckon it's a nice little
psychological
little
blow.
Little mind games on Zwift.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially if you pop it before the finish. It's like pop it at a time when you don't really
it's confidence.
Need it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just shows confidence. Like my legs are feeling good. You know.
Yeah.
What are you?
And if the gap's extending slightly, unless he's got a feather as well, it just
Yeah. Well, it looks like he didn't pop anything in the end.
Yeah, maybe he's got a burrito or something.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. So.
Whew.
We did see some fast speeds, even without the anvil. So making sure you're getting up to speed on the descent.
Tell you what, the second climb definitely wasn't faster than the first.
No, I looked and it was the second lap was an 18-minute all up, and that was down from a 16 on the first lap, 16 something on that first, 16:50 was it on that first lap?
16:52 on the first lap.
Yeah. So Espen and I are inspired and now feeling the pressure.
1-2, come on, 1-2.
1-2, Espen. We got to back up with a 1-2. Wowee. Nick Ludwig asking, new 10-minute power for the Adams. Collectively, let's have a look.
Apparently my 10-minute power was 15 watts. So I think it's taking it after the event finished. So,
right. Yeah, okay.
I don't know. It would have been... I think it probably was pushing it.
Yeah.
judge from the numbers. I wasn't really looking at numbers, I was just looking at the wheels, but
Yeah.
the numbers you were calling out. Because I think on paper I was only at 8 minutes at 4.5 or something, so...
Yeah, so I'll just pull that up. You were 4.28 for 8 minutes, so you were pushing well and truly above that.
Yeah, I dare say.
Yeah. You were well and truly that. So great job tonight. There we have it. Another week done. We've got one more week.
One more, yeah.
We are trying to come up with ways to... if you've got any ideas, please join in, because we are enjoying Tuesday night race night.
Yes, we are.
What should we follow next, guys? Tell us before ZRL kicks in, because Tuesday night is the new home of race night. So let's find something to do before ZRL.
I reckon. Yeah, I think. I think it could be good fun if we can get a few AHDR people on. Let's do just pick a race and let's just play. Have some fun with some team tactics and just try some things.
That's it. So up for ideas.
Yeah. So what do we end up doing? 8 minutes at 350.
There you go.
Which is, I don't know, what's that? What's per kilo?
So your
like
last
78 kilos.
your last 8 minute was 334. So
there you go.
Yep.
And
that will round. That is why you took out a second place. Well done, mate.
Yeah.
Well,
London.
That's it for me. I'm going to go to bed and get ready for this race tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Thank you, Adam.
Thank you.
London
Next week. Sprinters course.
London next week.
Should be good.
Thank you, Adam Adam Evans, for a great ride. Well done, mate.
Ride, yeah.
Very. You just look like you cruised up that last climb, really.
I think he had a fair bit in the mix. I had a bit of fun, just giving him a little nudge. But pretty easy, I think.
Good work.
All right, thanks everyone for tuning in and chatting. That was good fun. We'll
See you next week. Tuesday night race night.
That's it. See ya.